And off we go from Las Vegas. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Come on. Hey. 50 out there. 50 out there. 19 right. 17.
Right to the air is Willis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Taylor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Falling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a pro.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Raiders at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That ain't going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action with Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take a whole lot of investigation for that while they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better. They're throwing his 2nd interception.
Tigers are 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out here with the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Willis now off play action. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, that one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Herbert on third down now. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On first down, Willis. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert on first down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Willis to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in his first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this returnable for him. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Raiders football first and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first off was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Willis now off of play action. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the Chargers' 19-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Head the street, head the street.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 59 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive room right here.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 36 yards on the play. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Second down. Willis looks to throw here. That's caught by Howard. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Willis will look to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go check. Go check.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they take over. They'll set up shop. 46-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 21, Raiders 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. shot to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good.
Willis with another keeper. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, the kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Here we go. Hurry, hurry.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the
under center right now. If you can't trust anyone, and frankly to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Herbert now to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that down, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing, Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.